Action. Welcome back, Chris and Frankie Pod, episode 7, CFTV. Let me close the door.
Episode 7. Yeah, close the door. Hey, we're learning, people. We are learning. You remember that guy, what was his freaking name? He used to, roast, cartoons.
Burleasy.
It's your host with the roast. Bro, the Dora the Explorer one, me and Malik, we were watching that one day in, health class.
Yeah, it was there.
Oh, shit. That was the funniest thing.
It was.
Because his intro is it's not the regular one.
It's
It would be it's your host, with your host. And it's Burley C. And he would stretch that shit out. And then he'd get to the end of it. He'd be 100K subscribers, bitch.
Yeah. Burleasy was funny.
Dude,
Caillou.
oh my god. Bring it back. The Magic School Bus.
Maybe he still posts, who knows? Probably.
Yeah, but he's not posting that kind of content anymore. Because all the freaking cartoons now are gay. I do know of a good cartoon today that's not brain rot.
That's actively on TV.
Yeah, that's not shitty.
I know a lot of people watch this animated show Arcane on Netflix that's got very good reviews, but it's not a kids show.
I'm talking about kid shows, bro.
Oh, I don't watch kids shows, I guess.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Dora's probably still on.
I don't think so. I think they edited Dora actually.
Maybe.
Made her look way more seductive than before. Cause Dora was built like a freaking egg.
Yeah.
And then they made her skinnier. Why'd they make her skinnier?
I mean, she just looks more like a human, I guess.
But why, bro? It's just you're a cartoon. You should look like a cartoon.
She still looks like a cartoon, so you're saying that 8-year-old Dora looks more seductive?
No, I'm saying oh, here we go, bro. It's not even 5 minutes into the thing, man.
You said it.
I didn't mean it like that. I just mean she looked like a little kid. She looked like a freaking potato, and then all of a sudden they're making her skinny. Why are you gonna change the character?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Unless you're making a live action remake.
There is a live action Dora. You seen it?
Is it episodes or is it a movie?
A movie.
Well, that's not that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the show itself.
Have you seen the movie?
No. What's it about?
Dora.
Same shit.
Nah, it was pretty good.
Did Diego make an entrance?
I don't remember. I've seen it once.
And was Dora really 8 years old?
She was like a kid. I don't know.
And she got more free reign than I did at the age of 18.
Yeah, her parents would let her go in the jungle, talk to fucking talking monkeys and all that, boots.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And do we know her race? Not race, her ethnicity?
Isn't she Mexican?
That's what you assume.
No, I think.
But Mexicans don't live in the jungle.
But there's jungles in Mexico.
There are.
No, I thought she was Mexican. I thought she just
But why'd you assume she was Mexican?
No, I thought that was a fact of the show, not she was Mexican.
But when did she ever say Mexican?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
Her
all
accent wasn't Mexican.
What accent did she have? She had I don't even know.
No, but I'm saying it wasn't she didn't use Mexican words. Is what I'm saying.
Maybe I'm thinking of the movie. Maybe that's
maybe.
Is Dora Mexican? Comment down below.
Get caught up in assumptions.
I don't think.
And Diego didn't really look Mexican.
These were animated.
Exactly. So why were you thinking it was Mexican?
Because I think in the show.
Spanish?
No, because in the show I believe they stated they were Mexican.
No.
All right, we'll check. I might be wrong, but
we were old enough to be there for the first episode of Dora 1. And 2, we weren't old enough to understand what the show was actually saying.
What?
When we were watching Dora growing up, it was already in its the first episode already passed. So all that backstory info that you usually get at the beginning of shows was already passed.
No, but I think it's one of those things that was stated. Dude, this is a show for 6-year-olds. This is not doing a whole bunch of world building in it.
Yeah, but why would they wouldn't have stated.
I think she's Mexican. She might not be.
You're assuming she's Mexican.
I'm going off of the knowledge I have.
Which is
my distant memory. It's like to argue about dumb shit. Oh my god.
Bro, I'm not arguing. I'm just making sure I know where you're coming from.
Saying based on what I remember, I thought she was Mexican. I could be wrong. I don't know.
We can just look it up. We always act like we don't got phones.
Oh, my phone is filming.
No, I know. Well, you should. I'll be the looker-upper. Dora's ethnicity. We'll see what comes up. Oh, that's why we never use our phones. Because you have no service over here. Dora's ethnicity. Got it. Dora the Explorer is pan-Latino. Is a pan-Latina character, meaning she is not tied to a specific nationality, but represents a broad range of Hispanic and Latin American represents cultures. Hispanics and Latins, I guess.
She's the ultimate Hispanic.
But it says here, her parents are from Peruvian and Mexican and Cuban heritage.
That's kind of right.
Making her multicultural. This intentional design was to create a widely relatable character for the diverse Latino community.
Hey, so Dora's mixed. Who would have thought?
She is pan-Latina. What the fuck does that
really
mean? Why wouldn't you just say she's a mix of like, she's a mix of Latina? Bro, Peruvian. There it goes again.
What do you mean again?
No, like, Peruvian keeps coming in my life more and more and more.
How?
Because I went to the army, to basic, I met a Peruvian. Came back, one of our friends was dating a Peruvian, or half Peruvian, or whatever.
Who? Oh, I don't know who this is, but sure.
You know who this is.
I don't know. Go. Oh.
So, one of our friends was dating half Peruvian or some shit. And then now today, we find out that Dora was Peruvian. Or her parents. Tell me how her parents, they know what her parents are, but don't know where she is. That doesn't make any sense.
I think you just say what her parents are, that's what she is. She's a mixed Hispanic.
So she's just a Hispanic. She's the representation of Hispanic and Latin. That's what Dora is.
Yes.
We now know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We know with Dora. There's so what? This is episode 7. So the thing.
Are you gonna say this? You already said this is episode 7.
No. This is episode 7, but I think after this episode, we're gonna try to get some guests on here.
Oh.
So
who wants to be the first guest on the show?
Yeah, if you want to be a guest.
And you gotta be a guest. You gotta have some personality, because we're not gonna just put you up here to just listen in on the conversation. Because you do that shit from home.
Yeah. No, I think anyone that would volunteer would automatically have like more introverted, shy people wouldn't even want to be on.
No.
But if you want,
I mean, it's just filming.
Yeah.
So like those introverted people don't really.
Yeah, it's just filming on the casting couch right here.
Pause. Whoa.
So if you want to be on the.
That's crazy.
If you want to be on the show,
you have to bring a topic.
No, we can discuss. Be like, hey, what you want to talk about, and we'll figure it out.
I just feel like you should have a topic. That should be the one requirement.
If you want to talk about something real specific, we'll talk about whatever.
Something that you like to talk about.
You can talk about.
Just share our.
Talk about something super silly and hot takes, or you can talk about something super serious from politics and everything.
Let's not do serious combos.
Not like serious.
Do serious combos with your mom and dad.
Not serious, but more mature adult. Not more serious as in
more philosophical.
Yeah. Oh, nice word.
I heard that shit last night. That's the only reason I said that shit.
Yeah, I was like surprised that you were saying philosophical. What's another one? What's a nice like word?
A nice word to what? There's a lot of nice words.
That just like make you sound whatever.
I don't freaking know. It's not transition or transgender. It was gonna say transcending.
Oh, okay, transcending. Oh wait, indubitably.
But that's not what you choose to describe a topic.
Oh, I thought we were just naming words. You said transcending.
Yeah, like a transcending thought.
Okay. I mean, I guess your words work in there, but it's right on a transcending thought. Okay. No, I was thinking of just like words like that make you sound some type of way. Indubitably.
But I just feel like you saying it like that makes it sound dumb as hell.
Indubitably.
Like, do you use words sometimes? Like, I only use words that, like, sound whatever is only when I'm writing papers.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't.
Or when someone's acting, like, you're trying to, like, you're in an argument.
You trying to make them sound stupid.
Yeah, so you, like, say a word that they may or may not know just to, like, be like, you don't even know what the fuck that word means.
No, I just say what's... I don't know. I don't really think about it. If I say it, I say it. If I don't, I don't. So yeah, if you...
I know, bro. There was this kid at Basic. He literally bought a dictionary.
Really?
He bought a dictionary, and like every day he'd read it, and then he'd come up to us with like a different word, and he'd like use it in a sentence or something. And I was like, that's cool and all, but
they say that a lot of times, like if you're presenting to people, or I don't know, you're pitching something, you just want to use like common words, simple. If you can use a shorter word, just use it. Straight to the point, concise, efficient, instead of trying to sound smarter than you are.
which is why I don't understand why teachers want to make you write these.
I think it's easier to. I think it's good to understand it. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to speak like it. Like, do you know who Jordan Peterson is? Mm-hmm. He's kind of like a political guy, but he was like a psychologist. He's one that is like just
uses way too many words.
Like, yeah, like he's really smart, but like he uses. Watch a clip of him talking, bro. He like go all the way. It's like a word salad talking about whatever. It's like you could have said this in a different way, or you use all these big words to kind of just say nothing. You know how when people talk a lot of stuff and they say nothing at the end of the day?
Yeah, but like I wouldn't. Those people can only talk to people that are at their level or know more than them.
Nah, but even if with people at their level, I've even seen them like. Even I've seen them like debate people, and it's like even the other people like, bro, why are you talking like this, bro? It's just to make you say. It's just to go like, ooh, what's this word?
But is it at that point? Is it like them just trying to confuse people, or is
I feel
that
like
just
it is. That might. I think that's just his personality, but it's kind of funny.
Because I use a big word. Like I said, is when I'm trying to confuse someone, or I'm trying to like gain an advantage in an argument. So I'll say a word that they may or may not know, and then they'll like assume that they do, and then if it's wrong, then I'll be like, you don't even know what the fuck that word means.
Yeah.
Now the argument's over.
I guess he's a big like semantic guy, and be like, I believe this. What do you mean by?
Is he on like social media and stuff? Like is he like a big? Like I'm saying, like he does his politics and his psychology stuff. But like, is he like also on like social media? Like
yeah, like he's got like
it's his page, or it's not people just taking videos of him.
It's both, I think. He's kind of like on the right wing Republican like type thing, whatever. But it's just funny. Like there was like he was having a debate with people, and they were like, "I believe blank whatever," and he's like, "What do you mean by believe?" And then you go down a whole rabbit hole.
I hate that shit.
And then you never like talk about the actual topic.
Like,
it's like, oh,
that
wow.
shit's so annoying. What's reality? What's truth?
Yes,
those kinds of things.
It's one thing if that's the topic, but
it's not.
Yeah, it's like something.
What do you define as a lie, or what do you define?
It's like
as
something
cheating?
you have to establish. Like if you're debating something, you have to establish certain like
the
definitions.
Yeah.
But it's like too much. Like I believe in a general sense, like we know what we're talking about, but so it's
People
funny.
Get aggravated with him, or they just like.
Yeah.
They just stay there and take it. And fucking
I'm thinking both because it's like
else.
you can't really progress, but it's funny. You gotta watch clips of that. It's frustrating, but it's funny when you see like, man, you're just talking nonsense. But what is it? Stephen A. He does that, or I know he used to do that with the dictionary every day. Stephen A. Smith.
Just read the dictionary
and then he'd come out with a word. Kevin Hart made fun of him for that. And he'd be like, man, you be using words and you don't even know.
I remember that.
You're like, yeah. Conspicuous, shalicious, or something.
He like used to. That's funny though. Like I don't like down people for doing that, but like there's a time and place. You know what I mean? Like if you want to use that new word and like you know, at a meeting.
Yeah.
Or like
You can tell when
you're
it's
in
inauthentic.
school, but like you're just hanging around and you hit someone with a word like that, and it's like
You can
bro,
tell when it's
come on.
inauthentic.
It's like you trying way too much.
It's when
bro.
you try and it's like, you don't really talk like that, do you? But
That's insane.
so, for the topics today, we were going through different ones.
Damn, who's up there? Your mom?
Yeah, I think their room is above this. So,
Sheesh, they're stomping. I really hope this audio can
we had
pick
a
it
few
up.
we had we had some more would you rather's, kind of like drafts, but then also said like the dumbest things that you got in trouble for as a kid.
Bruh.
For good topics, and then what else was there? What else did I say?
Shit. We can start with the childhood stuff, bruh. I have the most strict mom from the age of 6, I want to say, to like 16, 17. Mind you, I'm the oldest one in our friend group. I'm the oldest one by like a few months or whatever.
Yeah, I mean everyone's like the same age, but
Well, I'm older than you guys by like a year, so.
yeah, but we're all in the same grade. You're 22 right now. We're all 22.
I'm going to turn 23 in a month. Are
So-
you turning 23 in a month?
No, you're turning 23
All right,
in 2
then shut
months.
the fuck
See
up.
you 2
Anyways,
months.
moving
You're
on.
acting like
I'm
no.
I'm the
sidetrack.
oldest one. I'm the oldest one in the group. He's probably the youngest. No, Juliana is. Never mind. He's one of the youngest. But like, it was always my mom calling me when we went out. It was always my mom calling me first. Oh, where are you? Or get their ass to the house. Da-da-da. And your mom's parents would not do that, or they would, just not as much as mine.
Yeah, but I feel like the age in this context doesn't really matter. 'Cause
Okay, then it doesn't matter. I would get bothered as much as I would get bothered more than everybody else in our friend group,
True.
which was very annoying because I felt like I wasn't the craziest one in the group, or I wasn't the one to be worried about in the group about doing something stupid or getting arrested. So
Who was? War.
it changed because when we were in high school, middle school, it was nobody was really doing anything crazy. High school, it was no, because Jacob, he was doing dumb shit, but he wasn't doing dumb shit to get himself arrested. It was only when he was with that group. You know the group I'm talking about. His other friend group.
My friend group too.
He'd like, yeah, your friend. Motherfucker just turns off his brain. And then
Nah, but a lot of times they be acting smarter though. I'm gonna lie.
who?
Them friends.
What, now or before?
I don't know. They were always silly, but they didn't do like dumb shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. They were just goofy. But you never get in trouble for that. Nobody really got in trouble for nothing. Then when we went to college and when people were drinking, fucking going out and stuff like that, we were worried about friggin' Juliana screaming at someone, getting into a fight with you at Walmart, things like that.
Yeah, nah, that shit was
Like-
crazy.
Like, she was really the one we worried about, but it wasn't like, it was never crazy stuff. We were very
Think we
tamed
should-
individuals.
You think we should say that?
What?
Just like drop a name who the
I
craziest
mean, you
one
could
was?
always bleep it out.
Yeah. We'll look back at it. This is around 18, 19 minutes? Sure.
Bruh. Just know it changed. But anyways, when I was a child, I really only got in trouble because I would stay outside for too long. I didn't like being inside. I sucked at video games, so I wasn't on the sticks ever. And if I was like raging and throwing my controller across the room. So I'd always be at a basketball court that was right next to my house. We'd start playing basketball at like right when we got out of in the summer it'd be like 11:30 in the morning till like 8 o'clock at night. We'd just be playing basketball all day. We'd only go home to get water and then come right back to the park and then play. So it'd be times where like my mom would be like, all right, let's go, get in. Because we'd stay sometimes 10, 10:30, 11. But there was lights and we lived right next to the park. And it was a bunch of us. It wasn't just us. And we never worried about gangsters and stuff, because we already knew them all, and they all knew us. And most of the time, they'd be playing with us. But either way, my mom would get all paranoid, like it's 10 o'clock in the house, so she'd scream.
That's valid though.
It was like quarter of a mile, like.
Was this middle school? Elementary?
This was middle school. So it was like maybe a block was my house. My mom would scream, Frankie! And the whole park would be like, oh, it's time to go home, Frank. And I'm like, bruh. And then my famous response was, 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And the 5 more minutes would turn into like 30. Yeah. And then next thing you know, my mom just like appears out of nowhere, like right behind me with like a long ass whippy stick. And then it'd just be like a chase to the house, whoever got there first. So I can go in my room and close the door. But that was pretty much it.
Hey, I feel like those are valid reactions from your mom.
I know, but like when the whole park is like the whole neighborhood's playing basketball, like nobody else's mom but mine.
Come on. Yeah, you can say it's embarrassing, but you just listened.
I did. I said 5 more minutes.
Then it turned into 30, as you said.
Yeah, but like when you're a kid, you don't have the sense of time. I didn't have I didn't bring my phone with me when I went to go play basketball.
I said the same thing. 5 minutes was really just as long as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes means when I'm done.
Yeah. Try. Whoa.
Yeah. It was never crazy, but my mom did do ridiculous things to like. Everybody would just be like, "Oh, there's your mom again."
What, to like punish you or something?
No, she just always liked to chase me with a stick to the house. It's like, bro. Everybody would be like, "Oh, she coming, she coming." That would be the joke afterwards. Like the day after, it's like, "Oh, she's coming, she's coming." I'm like, bro, chill.
Yeah, and whip with the stick.
It was crazy. That's how I learned how to sprint, though. It was either learn how to sprint or get your ass beat. One of the two.
And you learned how to run. Oh.
Yep.
What that was she fast?
Yeah. My mom's quick. Well, she used to be quick. But I think I got my quickness from my dad, because my dad's even quicker. Yeah. They're both a bunch of like speedy demons. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really know how to run. You know how like, this.
It's more of a.
No. Hers, it's like she's like doing this with her feet. It's like pit pat pit pat. It's like she's like tiptoeing.
It's like
it looks like a cartoon, and her hands stay like right here the whole time.
Yeah. Because
she has to hold the stick up, so she's just. All you see is her feet moving, and she's just almost about to catch you every time.
Yeah.
It's insane. What about you?
I think
bringing girls in the house.
Trying to set me up, man. Nah, I didn't do all that.
Oh, no.
No, by the time in middle school, I remember getting, like, spanked or whatever when I was, like, younger. Elementary school. I remember one time I locked my door. I don't know how old I was, but I locked my door, and there was like a rule: no locking doors in the house. Or they were trying to get at me, and then I ran into my room and I locked it. So they just took off the knob to the door, so I just had a door with a hole. And I remember my dad spanking me, and his handprint was on my ass from hitting me in the butt.
Okay, so here's my question. How did you know there was a handprint on your ass? Like, were you, like, in the mirror, turned around, looking at it?
Yes.
So you look back at it?
I was, like, 7, yeah.
That's crazy, gang.
I was 7 years old.
The signs. They show early, people.
Yo, get out of here. Nah. Well, you could probably even see it like that. She just went, like, boom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Probably could, I'm just saying. I remember that, though. Because it hurt bad, so I wanted to see it. And, yeah, there was a handprint. Bro, there was a handprint on my butt. But yeah, there was that time. But then I didn't really get like spanked a lot. I just kind of distant memories when I was younger. But by the time in middle school, because my dad didn't really get like super angry or anything. It was like my mom. But in middle school, it was kind of like, now like I'm bigger than you, taller. Now you're trying to like do whatever. Then every time she started, at least late middle school, early high school, when she tried to like act like, tough, big, like go like this, trying not to laugh. Like, dog, what are we What are we doing?
Did you learn her combos?
Bro,
I learned my mom's combos. That
Yeah.
shit was mad funny.
she knew it. Yeah, she knew it. I remember sometimes I'd you catch one.
You
She
catch
didn't.
it?
She wouldn't throw combos like that, but it'd be like, come on, I'm taller than you and bigger than you. It just didn't hit the same. Like I didn't want to deal with it, obviously, but it was just like there's a lot of reprimanding instead of feeling threatened. But that's just how it went.
And some days I just let her hit me, and just say there are no reactions. Because what gets them is the reaction.
Yeah.
So if you just stand there, they're like, all will just, and you're just standing there like,
Yeah.
you done?
Yeah. It really is no reaction. I'm like, we good? We done now?
Are we done? Can I go?
Are you done? Are you done?
'Cause I'm
are
done.
Are you done? It was nah. So I don't really remember because she didn't really hit like that, honestly. So
My
it wasn't a
mom
lot of
did
catching.
shit.
But
Oh, do you believe in
I was gonna
hitting your
ask.
kids?
it probably not as frequently as like the older generations, like maybe like 2 generations ago. But I'd say in certain circumstances, it's allowable. But like, anytime your kid disobeys, you're just spanking them. It's like, I don't think so. It doesn't work.
I saw there was like a video.
I don't think it's that effective, honestly.
I saw that there was a video where it was like this guy. He was saying that he doesn't like if he told his kid like, hey, like you're gonna help me do this, like you're gonna help me paint the walls today or something, and the kid asked why, like he would like explain it to him, and then the other guy on the couch is saying like, oh, my mom would have just like hit me in the mouth for saying why, like,
Yeah.
why are you like, it's like kind of like rebelling.
Yeah.
But then the guy tried to say that like, I want to teach my kid to be strong-minded, independent, and think for himself. Like I should tell my son like, hey, I want you to help me with this so that you learn how to do this, blah blah blah. But then I didn't really like how he explained it because I was like, yeah, but then every time like, especially like, unless you have $1 million and you just come out the womb a boss, you're gonna have to like talk to authority with a certain amount of like you're not gonna tell your boss gonna tell you, hey, file those papers. You're not gonna be like, why?
Yeah. I think there's a way of correcting it where it's not like they're like, why? Well, you can like correct that behavior and be like, well, because I'm the parent, I'm telling you what to do, so you're gonna stop with the attitude, whatever. That's one thing. But if they just say why, then you automatically take out the belt. They don't learn anything in that situation. They just know.
They learn not to say why. Man.
Yeah, that's it. But that's it. That's surface level. And then when they go out into the world, when people disrespect them,
They don't think it's like we gotta fight.
Yeah, that's how it is.
But I don't know.
I think that's a lot of people.
I think it depends on the kid.
It does, but I think a lot of kids like.
You
see it.
Shit. Attitude, yeah, you're getting hit.
I
For
think
me,
it depends.
but like that was me growing up.
Yeah,
I was like,
I think-
attitude, you're getting hit. But like now I grow up, people say things, I don't react.
True, but I think there's, if I had to guess, there's probably more examples of people like reacting, like people getting insensitive.
But I guess that attests to like people's like level of maturity.
Yeah,
because everybody.
I think you can. I don't agree with like the gentle parenting. Like,
How?
kid will be like, "Why?" You'd be like, "It's okay, Johnny. I'm just asking you." Like, no. That's like, you can be like, "Why?" Because I'm the parent, and you're gonna do what I say, and this also may provide you with skill to learn how to paint the wall or something like that. But to just I don't think the first response should be like physical. I think that it has its place, where if it's like, I think that's more continued behavior. Because then also, if you continually just like hit,
No, then that becomes ineffective. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because you gotta like, if it's all the time, it's like, okay, it's just another Tuesday. But if it's like once in a while, then you kind of get that fear. Now you're thinking about it more.
I don't feel like I'd hit my kids only because I don't want to hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if the kid is just like, let's say, right, I'm like, all right, we're gonna work on the car today. You're not doing anything. We're working on the car, and he's like, why? Because I said so. And then he comes, he does the stuff, and as we're doing stuff, he's giving me attitude. I'm like, all right, get out. and I'm gonna go. Cause I already know, like, all right, he's gonna do what he wants. So I'm gonna go wherever he is. I'm gonna be like, get off of that.
Yeah.
Get off of this. Why? Oh, I don't know. Cause I felt I do stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
To get back at him.
Yeah. But see, I get that.
I'd have to be pissed to hit him.
No, yeah, I get that, but I don't think
like cops involved. Like I'm saying like if there was cops, like he stole something. Why are you stealing stuff, bro?
Yeah.
We're not poor.
Yeah, I think I don't think the thought process of let me get back at the kid because you're the parent. There's no need to get back. I think it's all about
just to make it like an inconvenience for him.
Yeah, I mean, there's punishment. Like there should be like repercussions for your actions. But I think ultimately, whether it's like hitting or like you're just reprimanding them, it should all be able to. It should at the end of the day, it should be teaching them lessons to become a better adult human being.
Have a good attitude when you're learning
ultimately,
shit.
Yeah, but it's what was I gonna say? I think it all has its place.
No, yeah, like but it depends. Like I said, it depends on the kid. Because if you have a lazy kid, right? If you have he's just lazy. You hitting him is not gonna make him wanna.
Yeah.
But if you have like a motivated kid, he's just motivated on the wrong things.
Yeah. Then you kind of have to
maybe
shift it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to shift.
Yeah.
Cause like it's kind of like a dog in that sense, where it's like those dogs just like they see a squirrel, they want to go. With those, something like not a shock collar, but like what do you call them? The one that Nino has. It's like a
chain.
It's a prong collar.
Yeah.
Something just to snap them out of it. It doesn't hurt them, but something to snap them out of it is way more effective than you going and saying, "Oh, like no, Nino, like lit."
Yeah.
Like because he's blocking you out.
Yeah, different personalities respond to different things. It's like even
I think that's the challenge as a parent. You have to find out
the personality.
Yeah.
Because even like on like sports teams, for example, some people respond to like coaches like berating them and yelling at them, and then other people like shut down.
Yeah.
But if you find the way in which they're able to respond, that's how you get the best results.
It is.
But I think.
But that's the one thing I never like. If we go to all right, we're at the house. It's just us. You give me attitude, cool. We're gonna obviously I'm gonna talk my shit. Might hit you, but like in public, dude, that's
What?
like the most embarrassing thing. Is when like your kid gives you attitude in front of other people.
Yeah.
So now other people are like, oh, that's how you guys do it in your house. Because like at least have just have enough feel to be like, all right, I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
That's my dad. I can't be doing that in front of everybody.
But then it's like also you don't want to. I mean,
you don't want to hit them
in public, yeah.
And they should know that. So like, hey, don't take advantage of the situation, gang. Because it's either I'm gonna do it now, or I'm gonna do it when we get home, gang.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, like I see these things. I feel like in these like extreme situations, people just like to blame everything on the parents. And granted, parents have a lot to do with how kids turn out. But like, right, I saw this video where, do you know that girl like that like slept with like 100 dudes in a day and whatever? Yeah. And then I saw this video.
And I started crying about it like a weirdo.
But then I saw a video the other day. It's like her on FaceTime with her parents, and they're talking about it. And they thought she was just doing like lingerie and swim, but she was doing everything else. And he's like, man, it's really about the father was like, is it really about the money? If it's just that, like, we'd sell our house for you to stop doing that. And I'm like feeling bad. But then the comments are like, you raised her wrong. And I'm like, these parents clearly want nothing to do in such extreme scenarios. I feel like a lot of times, like, yeah, maybe like how you raise your kid has a child as a child has great influence on how they turn out. But when they go to such these extremes, even if you made mistakes, everyone makes mistakes. You can't put that all in it. Some people are just built different.
No, but this is my argument to that. Yeah, your parents have a lot of influence on you when you're young, but once you get friend groups, your friends have more of an influence on you than your parents do.
True.
So I feel like after a certain age, you need to start like that's on you, gang. That's not your parents.
It's like, what is it? Jeffrey Dahmer. He didn't have the best parents. Mother left when he was young. Father was like involved, kind of not. He didn't have like a great upbringing. He ate people. They don't
like that's the parents' fault.
Like, dog, he's a cannibal, and you're saying because of the parents. it's like I know parents have an influence a lot. A lot of times, if you see people who are like erratic, or like the thing like they get beat as a child, and their first response is violence. Yes, but like in these such extreme situations, it's so easy. Oh, the parents are terrible. Oh, you failed as a parent. It's like sometimes people are just built a certain way, and they just make choices.
Assholes. Kids are just assholes.
Yeah,
bro. It really is.
But but one thing though, not for kids, but adults. Do you know how like there's this thing like fighting words?
Mm-hmm.
But like if you actually fight, like you can get like charged with like assault, battery, and all that kind of stuff.
No.
I wish like there was like a certain like list of words, or if you could go to court and be like, this qualifies under fighting words, so this fight was justifiable, as long as you didn't go overboard. Because some people, you know how like some people can tell like, oh, you definitely didn't get hit at all as a child, or you have never got hit in the mouth or anything, and they just say whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Certain times, at least when people are older, they do need to get.
But freedom of speech is gonna let you do that, gang.
No, I get it, but I feel like freedom of speech, but not freedom from consequences.
Oh, for sure, but it's not gonna hold up in court.
That's what I'm saying. I think court needs to change. Like if we live in a country, where as long as you don't go crazy overboard,
they're not gonna change that.
Because did you see that?
Unless you say some like.
Unless you make
make a threat like, hey, I'm gonna do this if you don't do that, then your life felt threatened. At that point, you are justified if you like make a.
But like if they talk about like, a stranger goes up to you, starts talking crazy about you and your family, what you're gonna do to your family, talking about like
what you're gonna do to your family is a threat.
Okay, no, but not even. But not in a threatening way. Not in a threatening way.
Like he's making fun of your family. Let's
say.
say.
Like in a very severe way.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, your mom was on OnlyFans.
Yeah, like all that kind of stuff.
Your daughter was in my inbox.
All that kind of stuff. Like some things I think are justifiable.
I know that's what you think.
No. I know like right now in the law, it doesn't hold up. I think that should change. Because some things are fighting words. Like I'm like, I hear certain people talk about you know, they get into fighting and they go to jail for certain things, and I'm like, did you hear what this dude said though? I know in the law,
but he didn't hit you.
I get it, but I feel like
that's like all right, words can't like. I understand they can cause you to react in certain ways, and they do, you know, I don't know, induce a lot of like violence, but at the end of the day, words aren't hurting you.
I understand.
Unless it's defaming you in some way. So it's kind of like you saying, oh, fighting words or whatever. So if I call, all right, let's say, for whatever, for just the example, let's say like calling someone a tomato was like fighting words, right? Like, yo, you're a tomato. And you came up and socked me in the mouth. I fucking like this in the dirt, like
yeah.
Medical bills, all that stuff. Was it really like, was it even?
No, I think it should be a very case by case scenario, and
it shouldn't be like it's not even.
And it should be like you're both gonna get not a sucker punch out of nowhere, or anything. It's definitely case by case, but I think sometimes when certain people are like egging you on or instigating you, and then I don't know, some things if people
just
could
walk away again.
No, I do. I don't get in fights. I know how.
That's what I'm saying. It's a maturity, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is a citizen, right? Everybody is held to like a certain maturity standard. Like,
true.
If someone's telling you some like outrageous shit, like you're gonna always walk away unless you're trapped, and then in that case you're justified. But that's the problem. They're not gonna change that, because in order to change that, you'd have to be like, all right, well, you can't go like in between the gray area. So it's either. You have to treat someone as a fully mature person or like a fully immature.
No, yeah. In practice, this is like virtually impossible to enact.
I know what you mean, though. There are certain lines you shouldn't cross.
But some people can just like, they'll have beef and then they'll fight and that's it. And it doesn't go crazy where they got knocked down, the guy's still beating on them. And that's how it should be. Now you get in a fight, someone loses, then they just like come back and shoot you, which is kind of crazy.
Or someone jumps in. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I feel like if it's one-on-one, leave it one-on-one. That's all it is. Unless it's like, if it's one-on-one,
and stop taking out your phones, bro. That shit pisses me off.
I like watching those fight videos.
Just leave it. No, because it's always like right there, especially like the girl ones. They're like fighting. Hair ends up there. Bras like halfway out. Titty slips out. It's like, oh my God. What are we doing?
Word of advice for the ladies, though. if like if you got two guys actively engaging like in a full on fight,
do not jump in
because either you're gonna get hit, or the guy you're trying to help or defend, you're gonna pull his arm back, and then he's not gonna be able to like move, and then he just gets himself knocked out. I've seen that happen so many times.
Just mind your business.
But if you just stay out. Just stay out.
And also, if it's between two guys, I don't know why their girlfriends always want to fight each other. Like, you had nothing against this girl, and then all of a sudden y'all want to fight. Like, that's weird, bro.
Just
stay in your lane.
Stay out of fights. If there's two guys going, just let it until one gets.
And please, if you're getting your ass beat, bro, and your friends start hopping, and please tell them to stop. Because, like, bro, you lost.
If it was one-on-one. You
lost, gang. Yeah. Let it go.
Did you see that
video? Not that deep.
Did you see the video, though, of, do you know Roger Jackson, the guy in the wrestling? Do you know who Rampage Jackson is? Mm-mm. He's a former, like, UFC fighter.
Oh, the black dude with his son.
Yeah, and then he got into the ring, and then just... See? That's a bit much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That dude punched him, like, 27 times while he was unconscious.
That's insane.
He's probably going to jail. That's, like, attempted murder. Premeditated attempted murder. Like, that's the type of shit... Like, that's someone who didn't have control of their emotions. But you know what's crazy? Going back to, like, the, like... parenthood, everything. Right after that fight, he was saying to himself, like, he was angry. He was like adrenaline. He's like, man, no one could call me a bitch anymore. My father can't call me a bitch. And like, if that's his first reaction, everyone was saying he wasn't fighting that dude. He was fighting his like father in his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you disagree?
No, I know what you mean, but like, in my head, that's just not.
What?
I don't like that.
What do you mean?
The whole people saying, "Oh, he was really fighting it." No, he was fighting that person.
No, I think, but that pent up anger comes from years of.
I get it, but you're a grown man, dude. Figure that shit out.
No, everyone's.
Or a grown woman does not like discriminate. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
it's unjustified. Yes, yeah, no one. That dude needs to go to jail.
Oh yes,
but that doesn't.
It shows, hey, he was dealing with much more than
it wasn't about that guy.
This is the surface value.
Because his initial reaction, man, you can't call me a bitch anymore. I'm tough. Because he's trying to get out of his like father. He's not just supposed to be. I think because he's just known as his father's son instead of like his own person. And if your first reaction is like, yeah, my father can't call me a bitch no more or soft. If that's your first reaction after you just killed a man.
That's wild. Do fighters get like psyche evals before they are like get their licenses or get allowed to fight?
Beforehand, no. They might do it like after a fight.
Like if they get a concussion or something.
Yeah, but I don't think it's not a psycho. It's not like
a concussion test, not a psyche eval. I feel like fighters should do that.
Maybe after.
Because think about it, if you're a fighter, right? You want to fight. All good fighters know how to stay calm in a tunnel like, all right, so you're getting pummeled. Good fighters know how to stay calm and think.
Yeah.
Try to get out of it, right? Or even if they're, like, throwing a bunch of punches, like, they themselves are throwing a bunch of punches, they know how to, like, stay calm enough in their head to, like, be looking out for other things and not just see red. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you do, like, psyche evals on fighters, I feel like the fighting would be better, and you wouldn't have outbursts like that.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, how can you? Like if someone
just have them talk to like.
So like if you have a certain.
If you have a certain problem, at least the league knows about it.
Okay.
And then maybe before his match, the ref. You tell the ref, hey, like if you see him like going a little wild, I would stop.
But what is going wild though? You're literally trying to knock the dude out anyways.
No, I know, right? But, like, after the fact.
Oh, yeah, the ref stops in...
But you said he punched him 27 times.
Oh, no, that was
what the hell was the ref doing?
Yeah, no, that was like that wasn't like a MMA fight. That was like a professional wrestling thing. Oh. And it was supposed to just
There was no ref?
There's a ref, but it's like a fake ref.
It was production?
Yeah, it's like WWE. It wasn't like a real fight.
That's bad.
But even then, dude, all the other wrestlers had to come in and like stop him. That ref, the ref should
That's what
have
I'm
pushed
trying
him
to say.
up.
Like,
No, that guy's, I don't know what
like
he's
20,
doing.
like you see a guy knocked out cold on the floor.
Bro.
You see a guy doing this still.
Dude,
I'm like,
he got in the ring, picked him up, and then slammed him on his head. As soon as he got slammed on his head, he was knocked out. And then he got on top of him and punched him 20 plus times, unconscious, full on. That dude was unconscious in the hospital.
you know how frustrated you have to be to punch someone 27 times. Like, I don't know if people understand, but punching someone in the face hurts.
Yeah, but when you tripped out like that, and you know what's crazy? Because there was like something that happened hours before. Because the guy that he pummeled thought he was like in the production, like he thought he was like another wrestler because he had cameras around him and stuff. So he took like a beer can, like a prop can, and threw it. First time he met him, smashed it on his head, but it's like a prop because he thought he was a part of it. And then that obviously, if you're the guy Raja and some random guy goes beer can, you want to fight right there, justifiable. But then 5 minutes later, the guy apologizes like, "Oh, I thought you were like a part of the whole production and everything." And then they shook hands and everything was fine, supposedly, because they made up. He's like, "Man, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you're cool." And then a few hours later, he's talking to the chat. "Yeah, man, I'm going off script. I'm about to beat this dude." So they apologized. They made up. And then he just tried to kill him.
That's crazy.
But
that's insane.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
That is insane.
But
why do people fight?
Yeah, I mean, hey, but those,
especially at the club, bro. Oh my, dude, fights be breaking up at the club, bro.
I'm like, yeah.
Guess what? You ruined the night for everybody. You're getting your ass like absolute because those security guards.
You got 5 seconds before
play.
a 300-pound 6'6" security guard comes and manhandles
and not just
you.
One.
Yeah.
You got one manhandling your top half and the other one going the opposite direction with your bottom half.
I remember one dude had the legs and the other dude carried the guy on his top half just by his neck.
Like, absolutely
like,
absurd.
Granted, some security guards be doing
they do too much, but still, bro, like, you're doing too much.
Yeah, those...
Don't settle your beefs at the club, bro.
Dude, you got no room.
Go home.
It's dark. Drunk. You ain't got...
Sticky ass floor.
Yeah. But that shit is...
That's
crazy.
insane.
But you know, a lot of fighters, though, like professional fighters, they're also just crazy motherfuckers, too. They can't keep their emotions.
No, yeah, that's fair. Aren't there, like, a lot of, like, ex-military, too, that are fighters and stuff like that?
I think so. I know there's been some. But
there's just, like...
I mean, Conor McGregor, top of the world. He was a champ. Threw a dolly through a bus.
With a baby in it, or no? What? A dolly?
A dolly is like you know how when you have to, like, I don't know, say if you had to, like, move a fridge, you put it underneath.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Or
oh
like
my god, I heard something totally different. Never mind. Yeah. Like I know what a dolly is.
So yeah, he threw that
like a hand truck.
Yeah, a hand truck. He threw the big ass one through a bus at the UFC because he had beef with the guy. Could be like, this is at this height.
You gotta be crazy though to be like on MMA, like
those
hard production kind of fights because you have to make this big facade.
Yeah, but I mean that was.
And then you gotta switch it on and off as soon as you get onto the into the ring.
But with the MMA, UFC, I mean, a lot of those guys are. Because to even for any combat sport, to really make it a living, to willingly punch guys in the face, get punched in the face, you gotta have a different type of mindset.
You're sick.
Gladiator type thing.
You're tapped.
But that's why a lot of them...
Which is why I don't understand when they be shaking hands at the end, like, bruh.
Yeah. No, I get that. A lot of them do. But it's just, you see a lot of them kind of go crazy, like, outside the ring. Where some of them are quick to get... Well, that too. But it's either guys are really calm. Because most people... When you start like learning how to fight, you start doing martial arts, you don't want to get in fights because you see how, because a lot of times you train.
Yeah, fights are dangerous.
And you train.
And it's not even like the guy lands a punch and you're knocked out. No, the guy lands a punch, you trip.
Yeah.
Backwards, bro, and you land on your head, bro.
Yeah. Or if you do that to someone.
You're like, bro, much things, like, once you start fighting, bro, there's too many things that could go wrong. Yeah.
Or when you start training with guys who are better than you and you just see how vulnerable you are, you're like, yeah, I don't want to get in fights. This is fun because we're in this environment. This is
and
nice.
I can tap.
like, and we know, like, this is, like, just training. But guys out in the world, but it's either guys that always want to get in fights when they train, which is the minority. But most guys that train, they know what fighting is, and you don't want to get in fights. I don't know. Because this is too much.
That's what I want to ask you. So, like, right, those people all right, so me, I'm not one to get into a fight, but I'm also not going to be pumped also. Like,
True.
too.
Yeah.
So, like, if someone were to punch me, I'm punching them back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just going to, like, turn around, walk away as I got punched.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Like, I've never, no.
Well, that's different, because the fight started.
Like,
already.
you punch me, you best believe I'm punching you.
Yeah, and granted,
I might not win,
but yeah, you got.
But I'm punching you back.
But granted, even you can be the first person to throw a strike or a punch and not necessarily be the first one to start the fight. Because if someone gets in your face and is getting in your space, and you see that they're squaring up like that, and they're getting all antagonistic or aggressive, then they're making threats. So sometimes you have to throw the first strike to save yourself.
Push someone.
Oh yeah, push someone away.
Like, yo, back up. Your breath is hot, and I'll even start making jokes just to try to I'm always trying to de-escalate.
Can't let them get close.
I don't want you that close, gang.
Have you seen that clip of Chael Sonnen? And it's like a UFC thing. He's getting in his face. That's exactly what we're talking about. And he sounded like a fucking superhero. He's like, boom, boom, boom. I can't let you get close. Boom. And then they started going like that. I'm going to put that clip in here. I'm going to roll it. I can't let you get close.
I'm just asking you. Vandal, stop. Really, stop. You have to stop. Please stop. I can't let you get close. Can you hear my stop.
That's insane.
But that's really how it is. If someone's getting like aggressive with you in your face and they're like essentially making a threat and you throw the first punch, you're justified.
Yeah, but like it also changes too, because like if it's at like a public setting and you're just making a scene and you just keep going, yeah, I might throw the punch. Yeah. But like if it's just you and me, until you punch me, I'm not punching you.
Yeah, ideally.
It's just
I just want to de-escalate, get out of the situation. See,
I always be hitting jokes, bro. I'm like, bro, back up, bro. Your breath is way too hot.
Granted, that just might make some.
I don't care, but like, it'll be things like that. Like, I'll play with the mental before.
But
I
some
start
guys
that
would just make them way more.
Fuck if it makes you way over. Because I'm not gonna be like, whoa, like, well, my bad, excuse me. Like, no.
Yeah.
You remember that guy at call out the Chinese
guy?
That
shit was so funny though.
Dude,
this dude thought
can
he
we
was
see
in a
the
movie.
story?
It was like, I don't even know what happened.
It
like,
wasn't even us.
He like bumped
into Juliana.
Yeah, and then
Juliana shoved him, like, cause she was whatever. So she shoved him, and then he turned around so that I had to. I'm like, fuck. So we get in front of Juliana, and then he's like, "You push me." I'm like, "Nah, fam, you bumped into me."
This dude turned around and like a movie cracked his neck like this. Bro, I started dying laughing.
Bro, we were looking at him because we had drinks. I swear to God, we were like,
funny.
We were like,
what the fuck?
Yo, I was like, Christian, ain't no way.
Dude, this dude thought he was like in an action movie.
Crazy. And I think the security guards came to like tell him to calm down. Because of so like, you know how like Bruce Lee and I'm like, what? Like, he was like
trying to do that.
It was like, wow.
But you know,
actually do this shit.
You know what's crazy? We saw him a few hours later though at the pizza place. After the close.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was all friendly, but then he started hitting push-ups in the middle of the
so
shit. That dude was a cartoon
We knew
character.
he was just a clown, bro. It's just like, what are you doing?
Yo, no, when he hit the... Because I've never seen a neck
Never
crack.
done this. You know what it made me think of, though? You know that Kevin Hart joke where he's like, if you ever see a motherfucker stretch like doing this... Nah, go away.
That's right.
You tell you about to get in the car.
if he started doing that shit, I'm like, all right. But he started doing the crack in the neck and was like,
bro, it was like I could not take him serious. I was like, bro,
that shit was so funny.
Ain't no way.
Because
you never expect. He was smaller than us.
Yeah.
And I'm, dude, come on,
he
was shorter than me. And I was like, oh my God. This actually exists. Jesus.
You know, yeah, because then I saw it, I was like, oh man, what's going to happen? And then I was like, okay. Alright. That shit was, I was kind of relieved because that shit was just
You were like, oh, alright.
Dude.
That was funny. Oh.
pinned the crack in the neck, man. I never seen that before.
That was hilarious.
He said,
That was funny.
Yeah. Hey,
I think I got thrown out of Colo that day.
probably. A lot of, like, even at the feast, man. This is what I was saying. All the fights happen with, like, a lot of times with younger people.
Yeah, because they don't have anything to do.
If you're not from around there, the feast for reference is
Portuguese, the Madeira feast.
Yeah, big Madeira and Portuguese feast.
Huge. It used to be bigger.
No,
I'm talking about with like older people, like more people like around here used to go. Now it's just like a bunch of young people.
Well, no, everyone from around here goes, but now there's a lot more people from
other places. Okay.
Yeah, and there's more now. There's
He's
more.
Right. He's right.
Now there's more young people like high schoolers that go.
Yeah. Even though they're
which
not
is
supposed
annoying.
to be there.
So that's why I think, well, they can. That's the thing. There should be a curfew, like past like 9 p.m. if you're not at least 18.
But they can't enforce that.
How?
Because, all right, let's say a whole school of freaking 16, 17-year-olds are there enjoying the rides and stuff. How are they going to just tell everybody there to get the hell out?
I would say...
People would just be hiding.
I would say keep them... Like, you know how, like, there's the main part with the stage and everything?
Have them at the kids' table.
Just on like, the outside on the lanes.
Low battery.
On the, outside on the lanes, like, where the, like, amusement stuff is.
Yeah.
But, like, down at the pit, where they all congregate and they buy nothing. They can't buy alcohol because they don't even have a bracelet. But they just, like, take up space and then get in fights. Past, like, 9 p.m., they should have to, like, move outside to the other parts because that shit. But that's the thing. It's always the younger high school kids that go crazy.
It's just dumb because I hear, like, there'd be people from, like, other towns coming and making problems.
That's really what happens.
So it's like, dude, why are you coming into another town to start problems with the people of that town? That makes no sense.
I rarely see, like, it used to be, like, people in their 20s. But now, because there's so many more, like, I guess, younger kids that come through, they're the ones starting the fights. Granted, I've had cousins that got in a fight, like, last year.
Yeah,
though.
you did.
Pushed them on the ground. Yeah, ran away. See, they were, like, in their 30s.
And she's like,
crazy.
what?
But a lot of times, it would be stupid.
Stupid.
So, I think the big lesson of this episode, I'm getting fights, people.
In fights,
Keep your hands to yourself.
No, I think it's just grow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dead ass.
Like, at the end of the day,
most fights are like...
It's stupid. It's like, oh, he bumped into me. Like, oh, that's, like...
There's 100 people within, like, a room.
Like, you guys are nut to butt. It's, like, mad heads there, bro. Like, expect your drink to be... Like, no, expect you as a person to be bumped every once in a while.
Yeah. It's one thing, like, you can tell when people do it on purpose, but a lot of times, I guess not everyone. I think there's certain people that think everything's on purpose. But.
No, like, bro, if you dropped your drink, honestly, you should have been holding it a little tighter.
Yeah. But to get into fights, bro, it's, like, not worth it. And then what? You got 10 seconds before all the cops come.
And the cops don't be going easy on you, bro. That's the thing. Like, if you could fight, right? And then have no consequences. Go at it, bro.
But that is not real life. So
that's not real. You are going to jail.
In most situations, you might not go to it, but there's consequences. You just want to spend your night.
If you're a little kid, they're probably just like scare you straight, kind of like put you in the car, be like, "Yo, bro, like you're cooked."
But at the feast though, since there's so many people, sometimes it'd be mad tough for the cops to get through. So there'll be a little bit delay. But I'm like, I just watch them. I'm like.
I saw one at the feast where like this kid was fighting with another kid. Then another kid jumped in, punched the kid that was fighting, punched that kid, right? That kid punched him back. So it was kind of like 2-on-1, but it was playing like peekaboo, right? And then all of a sudden I see the cops like coming, right? And I see both the kids that were jumping, that one kid disperse, and then the cops freaking arrest him. I'm like, yo, gang.
Got arrested, yeah.
Cops gotta do a better job at that. Like, if someone's getting their ass beat, gang, you obviously should go arrest the other people.
Yeah.
Mind you, they're both gonna they both should, like, legally be arrested. But damn.
They don't, in crowds
cut
like
that guy as some slack.
Yeah, if you just got jumped, basically.
Playing peekaboo. I'm talking about one punch. Next kid, another punch.
Boom, boom. Yeah, and those types of crowds, they don't be chasing after people. It's too many people.
I don't know. Way too many people.
and a lot of them be out of shape. Some of those cops.
Which is why, all right. So, in order to be a cop, you got to do the whole civil service thing. Why isn't there like? Why would you care about that over? Like, why not just do like instead of like the civil service exam being like the preliminary thing? Why not make it like a physical like?
I think that
you do that during the academy though.
Oh.
Like you don't do that.
So you take a civil service again
to get on the list of potentially hire you
to get into the academy.
Yeah,
I think everyone when they become a cop is like in shape, but I think over time they just don't.
But they should have like a yearly, like they have in the army. I think it's every 6 months.
Yeah, there should be.
You have to have like you have to do a PT thing.
Maybe until you hit like a high-ranking guy where you're like older or something.
Yeah, when you're doing admin stuff.
But like if you're a patrol,
you're a detective, you're doing anything active that you're not just signing
like
papers.
Certain positions,
like, you need to be in shape. You know how embarrassing that is when like a 12-year-old just outruns you.
Yeah, granted, some 12-year-olds are fast, but you can tell when someone's out of shape and you can't like move.
Homie, like he sees someone running, immediately goes into the patrol car. Like, doesn't even try it.
Yeah. Granted, sometimes it could just be tough to chase people, but you can tell when certain people just can't, like, move like that.
You can just look at them and just be like, bro, you're pushing 250 and you're like 5'9". Yeah. Holy crap.
And it's not like a linebacker build.
No, that's more like a stay on the couch build.
Yeah.
It just gives cops a bad name. And then it's just like, dude, oh my God. It's like every time I say, yeah, I want to be a cop, they're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. They're like, why?
Yeah, I think that might be
because it pays.
Yeah, that might be less of the physical stuff. I think that's more of the social commentary around policing.
Nah, that's fair.
But, yeah.
But it doesn't help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the donut stereotype.
Because, like, if, let's say, like, cops, like, in the Army, we have a term. It's called high speed. But it's basically, like, you're that guy. Like, you're top, like, top tier almost. That's, like, high speed. So, imagine, like, every cop you knew was built, like he was damn near military.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that, like, the public would just, like, be like, yeah, I'm not fucking with him. It wouldn't be like a, fuck you. It'd be like a, I'm scared to flip him off because he might beat me up. Not beat me up, but, like, you know.
Granted, they have guns on them and they still do it, so, I mean.
What?
Like, guys will disrespect the police and they got guns on them, so I don't think the build.
No, I'm saying, but, like, a cop is not going to pull out a gun.
Just saying, they have weapons. I mean, hey,
you can't pull out a gun on a citizen for flipping you off.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, if their backup and the weaponry they have on them isn't enough of a deterrent, I don't think getting buff is gonna help.
But it's because people know that they can't really use it until a certain degree.
No, I know.
So they know where the line is.
Granted, but I don't think like getting buff will help either.
You don't think that if a guy that's like 6 foot, like 200 pounds, just ripped, you'd think that someone would still go past him like by as easily as if he was just like all
maybe
fat and just...
maybe if they're like,
I'm saying like the look. It looks different. So even though you still do it, you like think about it before you did it.
But they would have to be like more like the visibly kind of like 1% of 1% of guys, because like you can still be in shape and just not look like. There's like a lot of UFC fighters, they look in shape, but they don't look. Unless they're like a heavyweight.
I guess I know what you mean, yeah.
Where it's like they kind of look like, they just look in shape. So I don't think that'd be enough of a deterrent. Because, okay, they got a big-ass car, they got backup, they got pepper spray, baton, and a gun on them. If all of that is not enough of a deterrent for you to stop saying dumb shit, then I don't think getting buff. Maybe some guys, but...
That's insane.
Yeah, hey. So, y'all gotta watch, have you seen, was it Chris Rock? He's got like a skit when you get stopped by the police. And it's like, first rule, shut the fuck up. Like,
just literally be quiet.
Bro, watch.
I'm being dead ass. Like, I went to Massasoit for my community college. Bro, the professor, our criminal justice professor who helps like the DA and all those people, bro. She literally, like, that was the first thing she said in class. Like, we didn't take a single note. She was like, hey, like, you know how you get out of a ticket, guys? You shut up. Yeah. Like, literally, just be quiet. You'll get yourself in trouble talking.
Another one of the rules was like, if you got a mad woman with you, Leave that bitch at home. Because then it cuts to a clip of a guy, he's like all nice, he's quiet and everything, and then the girl in the passenger seat, he's got weed, he's got cocaine, arrest his ass. And then it cuts to the cops beating on him. So, I'm going to
be quiet.
Look up Chris Rock, what to do when you get stopped by the police, that shit. So my grandfather, he was a cop in Boston for 20 years. He showed that to me and my cousin when we were like 10 years old. That shit was so funny.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's literally it, dude.
Because it's like one of them. It's like, okay, if you like if you're in the subway and you try to like jump over like the meter, but you like just kind of like look like a regular guy, you might just get off with a warrant. They'll send you back, whatever. But if you're sagging your pants, you got a joint in your mouth and a gun on your hip, and you look like a criminal, then they just gonna beat your ass.
It's terrible.
So
it's a terrible way to go about it. But I mean, just think about it. That's how our society is. Cause like you go to court, you got to dress a certain way.
Yeah. Yo, I saw this other clip. This guy went to court for stealing a Miami's Dolphin jersey. He pulled up to court in a Miami's Dolphin jersey. That shit was...
It's like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah. And
and they really be thinking that they could get away with these things. And then...
Yeah.
You have the judge looking at you all crazy. Like, why do we even have this court meeting?
A lot of these judges, they won't even listen to you if you're not, like... Granted, you can't... Not everyone can afford, like, $1,000 due. But, like, you can afford to get...
You can rent one.
Yeah.
For
Or even
$50.
you just go to... anyone, Salvation Army, you can just get something that looks... Something with buttons.
Just a polo.
Yeah.
Polo, tuck that shit in. Wear some pants.
So, look presentable.
It's really growing the fuck
Yeah,
up.
this is the title of this episode. Grow the fuck up.
Grow the hell up, dude. Like,
look presentable. Shut the fuck up when you're talking to police. Keep your hands to yourself. Be mature.
Don't let other people's words affect your day that much.
Exactly. They're just words.
They're just words.
That's a fruitful podcast episode.
That was.
This is really like common sense that everybody should really know, but
sometimes you need other people to say it, other people to give you examples. It's all perspectives, because sometimes we say things, motherfuckers don't get it, and then the guy next to him says the same thing with a different type of example.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
They're like, oh, that makes sense.
Like your parents will tell you something for years, but then sometimes you just hear it, and since it's not your parents, you listen more. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But hey, this is just Greta. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes here. Just general.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Whoa.
Well, you could have just kept looking at the camera and finished.
It's just we all make mistakes.
See, I didn't get that. No. Bro, we all make mistakes, gang. That's it.
Keep your hands to yourself. And just be mature, good person. Keep your emotions in check, and then get your money.
I want to start something new. At the end of every pod, we're going to do a fit check.
All right.
No, not a fit check, a shirt check. Who has the best looking shirt today? I know. I won.
I have a hoodie on.
Say it in the chat.
I actually got
the Batman. That's me. White shirt. You got the red box. A little city in the background. With Batman. I'm explaining my shirt.
I got a little Wayne though.
Up.
This actually might win. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, your sweatshirt's covering it, so we gotta go with the sweatshirt. Anyways, this is my shirt. Someone bought this shit for me because this I don't really have a lot of style, but this shirt's fire.
Lil Wayne. Vote. Lil Wayne.
You didn't explain anything else. You just said Lil Wayne.
Exactly.
You didn't show like that's the.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Which album is this? Carter 4? I think that's the Carter 4.
And then what does it say on the side?
Wayne.
It says Lil Wayne. Stupid.
So as I said before.
So I asked you what it said.
Lil Wayne.
All of a sudden you can't read. All right, word. So I think I won since you don't know how to read.
Episode 7. Later.
7.
Oh wait.
See you in the next one.